voiceover now? Yeah? All right. Thank you. Hey everybody, it's Brook Waldorf, and that's right. I'm posting 2 videos in the same week because I'm spoiling you because you deserve it. Because it's 2020 and we all deserve a little spoilage. Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, how's it going? It was going horrendous for me for the last day or two, especially in regards to love. You know, the whole you're gonna die alone thing reared its ugly head again, and I decided to try and find some optimism for you guys by doing this reading, and in turn, it actually really helped me. I already filmed it, and I feel a whole lot lighter and more optimistic now, so hopefully this reading will have the same effect on you guys. But anyways, this is another themed pick a card themed to the great band Queen. Who doesn't love Queen? I have a lot of really positive memories with Queen, especially with my mom. My mom's a big Queen fan. That's how I got into them. Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, actually came out on my birthday a couple years ago, so my mom flew out here and we saw it together. But yeah, I flipping love Queen. Hopefully you do as well. And if you don't, maybe I'll help hopefully turn you on to them. So you're each going to get your own Queen song at the end of your reading with your handwritten messages. And as I was Googling pictures to make the Polaroids for this reading, I came across an article where Queen was praising BTS. So 1, how freaking cozy is that? And 2, I decided because of that, we're going to use BTS oracles as well. So each group is going to get handwritten messages, BTS oracles, zodiac charms. We're going to find out all about your next relationship, the connection, the person, how you might meet, and just anything you guys need to know. So really hope you enjoy it, and let's dive right in. So I'm going to go ahead and put the groups up on the screen. Go ahead, take a minute, use your intuition to choose whichever group or groups you're feeling particularly drawn to. As always, those timestamps will be pinned in the comments so you can fast forward whenever you are ready. And please remember that this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, it wasn't meant for you. And if you're interested in a private reading, you can go ahead and check out my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. I renew all of my listings Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But with all of that said and done, let's go ahead and dive right in with Group 1, Brian May. Alright, Group 1, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to find out about your next relationship, about the connection, the person, and how you might meet them. So what I'm seeing for you guys so far, there's definitely going to be some sort of decision. You're going to be heading down a new path. For a lot of you, it's going to be career or school related. Yeah, there's this need to kind of let go of the past and get out of the comfort zone. Well, first and foremost, we've got that 3 of Swords right here in the middle, and this one is all about separation and heartbreak. So I think a lot of you are still holding on to something from the past. This doesn't have to be something recent. This could be something from a long time ago, because that 4 of Pentacles energy can oftentimes be very subconscious, and I'll get to that in a second. So for some of you, this could be a recent breakup or a recent heartbreak, maybe someone you were talking to, maybe you had a really good intellectual connection and you thought everything was great, but maybe the romance just wasn't there. Maybe the spark just wasn't there. It just didn't feel right. It didn't work out. For others of you, this could definitely be something from a long time. I feel like it's going to go one way or the other for most of you guys. It's either going to be something that was very recent or something that was probably 3, 4, 5 years ago, long time ago. So we've got that 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles talks about needing to get out of the comfort zone. If you can see the cat is like, I'm ready to go, and the guy's just like, nah, I'm gonna stay right here. This can be a little bit of a controlling energy, trying to control things, force things to happen. Let me post that cute selfie on Instagram so the right person can see it, that kind of stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that. Don't we all do that from time to time? But if it's getting to the point where that's all you think about when it comes to love is how can I force this? Maybe if I do this thing and then that thing and then this thing and then they'll notice. It's all about balance. The 4 of Pentacles is just being a little bit too much in that mindset of I need to force it. I need to control it. Because really what you're telling the universe is that I don't trust you. I don't trust that you're going to deliver somebody to me. So I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And again, it's about balance. The Chariot energy, it's about balance. Two of Cups is about balance. So it's about balance. Yes, we need to do things. We need to follow our intuition. We need to put ourselves out there emotionally, physically, in ways where it's safe, which I hate having to like say that right now, but I feel like I need to. So the Four of Pentacles is very much a subconscious energy. A lot of times we don't realize we're in this energy at all. The Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups are those two cards where I'll get them in every reading for myself for like weeks on end, and I'm like, I'm not in that energy. And then at the end of it, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally was. Whoops. Like, so a lot of times we don't realize we're thinking this way. So you may be trying a little bit too hard to kind of control, to force things to happen. And there's also the element of getting out of the comfort zone, because we've got this Chariot right here, which talks about forward motion, talks about a decision needing to be made, a crossroads. Definitely it's Cancer energy, so very intuitive energy. So I think a lot of you guys are going to be getting out of your comfort zone in regards to your career, but you also need to get out of your comfort zone emotionally. We'll talk about that in a second. But the feeling first and foremost with this Chariot energy is that I think there's going to be a decision schooling-wise, career-wise, for a lot of you guys where you're going to have to really... It's funny, I watched somebody else's reading recently and she said something about, I think it might have been the video she just posted. Gossamery Dreams. I love her. Check her out. But yeah, she said something about, I feel like you guys are finally doing what you want to do. Like you're finally going to be going after your dreams. And that's the feeling I'm getting for this group, is I think that your career is in some way tied to you meeting this next relationship, this next person that you're going to be with. And you have to make a decision. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to, listen to your intuition. And it makes me think of that. It was in my last reading. One of the groups got the lyrics from this Ariana Grande song, Get Well Soon. And it's like, unfollow fear and just say you are blocked. That's like the feeling I'm getting from you guys, is I think there's a lot of fear. I think there's a lot of fear that I won't find someone, that I have to control it. I have to make it happen. I have to just stay in this job that I hate because maybe there's some security. The Four of Pentacles can talk about security, but it's not like a good level of security. Like it can definitely be better. And so I think for a lot of you guys, there's a lot of fear going on right now, which understandable. Like, hello, look at the year we're all in. But I think there's going to come a time in the near future where you're going to be making a decision and making some forward motion in career, or for some of you, school. And I just dropped that one. All right. Okay. And then we've got the Page of Swords. So pages represent new journeys. The Page of Swords in particular is an intellectual journey. So again, this could very well be a schooling decision for some of you. Could be going back to school to learn a new skill. Could be taking some sort of online class. But it's also just, for me, it's about something that really interests you and intrigues you. And it's a journey where you're actually enjoying yourself and you're enjoying learning things. And so, like I said, this to me has very strong like career energy. And even if it's school, I mean, your schooling has to do with your career. You go to school to learn so you can then get a job. So, yeah, I think for a lot of you guys, this person is connected to your career move that might be coming up. So then we've got the Two of Cups. So you definitely have the message of getting out of your comfort zone career-wise, but also emotionally. Again, there's something in your past that is still kind of holding you back, from being totally yourself and totally, vulnerable and open. The Four of Pentacles is perfectionism, control, perfectionism, putting on a false self mask, or, having to be perfect. Oh, I have to do this and do that, and I have to have this happen first and that happen first. And I am so guilty of thinking that way, of like, oh, I can't meet the right person if I don't lose 5 pounds, or if I don't clear up my acne, or like, you know what I mean? I have to have the perfect outfit, or like, so I feel like, sorry, all the attitude is really just me talking to myself, being like, get it together, Brooke. But yeah, so I think a lot of you guys, you might have kind of similar ways of thinking, might not be the exact same things, but something similar. Oh, I need to get my career in order first, or, oh, this needs to happen first, that needs to happen first. And the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is beautiful. Soulmate energy, oftentimes is past life connections. It's fate. It's someone that you're absolutely meant to be with, someone who's just going to be that puzzle piece that fits perfectly with you. So I think this relationship is going to be very harmonious. I think it's going to be long-term. For some of you, it might be the person you end up with, but no matter what, I think it's going to be something that's secure, because I keep feeling security as well from that Four of Pentacles. I think it's going to be a very secure relationship, very balanced, very loving. I think the two of you are just going to understand each other. It's like the turmoil, like leave the turmoil in the past. We're turning over a new leaf and heading into a new beautiful direction. So let's get to your oracle cards. Okay. So we've got grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith, number 30. And then we've also got number 26, flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. Could be your ages. Maybe one of you is 26, one of you is 30 when you meet. Who knows? That could be just for like one of you or a couple of you. Yeah, the embrace the in-between. It's not time yet. There's other things that need to be taken care of first, especially, like I said, career-wise. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you to make certain decisions, and that's connected to your love life. You know, I do think that you're going to meet this person through career in one way or another, and so that needs to happen first. So it's not time yet. Embrace the in-between and take a leap of faith. This is the opposite. You know, this is I'm going to stay in the comfort zone and this is safe and I'm not going anywhere. And the grasshopper spirit is saying it's time to take a leap of faith. First and foremost, career-wise, but then second of all, when the person comes into your life, take a leap of faith, because love and relationships are not solely based on logic. You know, emotion is not logical. So take a leap of faith. I mean, again, listen to your intuition though. Take an educated leap of faith, if you will. I also feel like with this flamingo spirit, it's funny because we got the flamingo spirit and this grasshopper. Yeah, okay. Grasshopper has this little crown on, which like, hi, queen. But also it's making me think that I really feel like this person really is really attractive. Like I feel like they really, whatever you find attractive, like that's what they look like. I feel like they're very attractive. I feel like they dress well. They take pride in their appearance. They might even like the colors pink and green. Those might be two of their favorite colors. Very interesting. Okay. And then we've also got full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. Yes. That connects back to the Four of Pentacles, 100%. So again, the Four of Pentacles is kind of a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of totally being yourself, you know, thinking I have to be this perfect polished version of me for someone to love me. And that's just not the truth. You can't keep that up forever. You know, eventually it's going to crack. And then the person they fell in love with isn't actually you. And I know that that's like, everyone knows that, but like, I feel like sometimes we need to hear it because it's true. Because like I said, that's my way of thinking. And that's something that I have to work on. And yeah, I feel you. So show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, then we've got very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Oh, my. And then let's look at your last card and then we'll talk about these. So we've got discernment. Pay attention to the red flags. Know the warning signs of what an unhealthy relationship or connection looks like. Take your time, ask questions, and choose wisely. Look at the situation from different perspectives. Okay, excellent. So the feeling I'm getting from these two cards here is, first of all, I love this message. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I think for you guys, you need to stop with the, how do I put this? Stop with selling yourself short in all regards of your life, not just your love life. I'm talking career too, because again, your career and love life are somehow intertwined and connected. There's definitely a connection there. And I think you're selling yourself short a lot of the times that, I can't go after my dreams because I'm not good enough. That's never going to happen. I just got to stay here where I'm obviously like miserable and not happy, but like whatever. And again, in love, I have to be perfect. Like I'm never going to get the right person for me if I'm not perfect. And like, I think for a lot of you guys, if you can just kind of decide what you want and be really open with yourself. Hey, this is the dream career I have. Hey, this is the dream man or woman I have. Like, this is my idea of the perfect partner, the perfect career. The sooner that you can really accept that you deserve what you want, that's when I think everything will kind of start to snowball. The career, that'll happen. You'll move, on into a new career, and this person will come in. And I think it'll be a little bit like of Eight of Wands energy, kind of, where it's like the bing, bang, boom, where like everything happens all at once, but you have to decide it first. You have to decide what you want, and you have to decide that you're worthy of it. And then with discernment, when we're trying to manifest, a lot of times we'll get things that come in that are kind of what we want, almost what we want, because we're fine-tuning what we want. So you guys might have a couple people come in before this Two of Cups person, before this like soulmate energy. You might have a few other people come in that seem okay, or they seem, good, but the more you get to know them, the more you realize like, we're not really that compatible. I don't really like them that much. There's some red flags there. So there might be a few people coming in before that you just kind of maybe briefly talk to or briefly date. So just be very discerning. So anyway, let's move on. Let's do some BTS, some of my BTS oracles, and then we'll do your handwritten messages, and we'll do some zodiac charms. We'll do the whole 9 yards, people. Okay, let's see. I don't know why this card keeps coming out lately, but it always makes me laugh, and I don't know why. It's from Butterfly. My love that is forever is all free for you, baby. I don't know why that one makes me giggle so much. Yeah, I really do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to be the person that you end up with, but you're very much, I think, going to have to go through a few toads before that prince or princess comes your way. So then we've got, this is, okay, I go through weird phases where there's like certain BTS songs that I can't stop listening to for like a week or two, and Microcosmos is the song du jour, because I can't remember the French word for week. But anyway, perhaps the reason this night looks so beautiful is not because of these stars or lights, but us. That to me has like very much like Two of Cups energy. Very like sweet, romantic. Definitely feel like this person's going to be very romantic. I think your connection's going to be very romantic. Ooh, okay. You've got their attention. Very nice. So for some of you, this might be somebody that's, you know, maybe someone you're friends with already. Two of Cups energy could definitely be friendship energy, friendship turning into love. But it's interesting because I'm definitely feeling for most of you, there's some connection to your career. So there's some reason it's not moving forward just yet, because something needs to happen in your career first. So it could be that this person works in the industry you want to go in, or there's something there. Maybe they've got their eye on you, but it's just not time yet for things to move forward. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Let's get a couple more and then we'll move on. Or this could just be talking about, too, that maybe you don't have their attention yet. Because I'm not feeling like for most of you that this is someone that's in your life. For a very small percentage, maybe it is. But for most of you, I don't feel like this person's in your life yet. I feel like it very well just could be that maybe, you know, you've got their attention once they are in your life, that maybe it won't really move forward right away. Because again, I'm kind of feeling that like potential for some of you guys, like friendship energy. And then we've got a fun surprise is coming. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Okay. I think this person's going to come into your life after a major career change. I think that this person is going to start out maybe as a friend, maybe a coworker, but they're going to have their eye on you from day one. They're going to be like, oh, I kind of like them. Let's see what happens. And then the fun surprise, I feel like you're not going to see it coming, because I feel like you're just going to see them as I feel like you're just going to see them as a friend, so you're going to feel totally comfortable being yourself around them because you're not trying to court them. You're not trying to, like, impress them. You're just like, oh, that's my buddy. Like, that's my guy. That's my gal. Like, so I feel like, and then, boom, guess what? I want to take you out on a date. Hey, I like you. Here's some flowers. Like, okay, my energy is getting weird all of a sudden, but I'll take it. So let's move on. Let's get you some zodiac charms. Then we'll do your handwritten messages. So let's just get a couple of these and see potentially what their sun sign could be, or important placements. We'll see. I always like to pull 3, so we'll probably go with 3 unless I feel the need for something else. Everyone is getting Gemini lately. Okay, if you've bought a private reading from me recently, you've probably already heard me say this. Everyone is getting Gemini lately. I don't know what it means. I don't know what's going on, but it's funny because you have Gemini, Libra, and then this card is the full moon in Aquarius. So we've got all this air energy. Let's get one more. And Capricorn. Okay, we've got Gemini, Libra, and Capricorn. And in case you're curious, on the back, intelligent, charming, and ambitious. This guy, or girl, sorry, so sorry, that was a little slip there. This person to me gives off like boss energy. So this could be somebody who's like in charge of, I feel like they're in charge of some kind of team or something. Like, I don't know how to put it. And of course, this doesn't have to be for everybody, but it could just be like one person or something. But I'm just getting this feeling of like boss energy, but like a boss that people really love and respect. So I don't know, that's something. Anyway, let's get hair color for you guys. So what might this person's hair color be? Okay. All right, so for you, I knew I don't know why, but I had a feeling we were going to get this one. So unnatural or multicolored, fun colors. This person, I think, is probably
artistic. With that Show the World the Real You card, this card always gives me like artist vibes. So it could very well be that this person's artistic. They work some kind of, creative job where they're able to dye their hair fun colors. Let's get eye colors. Yeah, I think this person's definitely creative, artistic, dances to the beat of their own drum. I know we didn't get Aquarius, but I would throw Aquarius in there for some of you guys as well. Let's get eye color. Blue. Okay, well, we've got 2. Oh my God, I can already see through the back. Okay, this is... Every time I use these cards, there's one group that literally wears colored contacts and has colored hair. And I know every single one of you are going to be in the comments like, I'm going to marry a K-pop idol. Well, there's a lot of K-pop idols. Maybe. I don't know. The chances are probably quite slim, though. I'll be real. But, I just think that's so... I had a feeling. Setting up for this reading, I just had a feeling one group was going to get both of those. And then we've also got a second eye color. We've got Hazel. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Moving on. Let's find out how will you meet this person. And then we'll get you a Queen song. Okay, so for you guys, we've got forcing yourself to accept an invitation out. Okay, very interesting. So with the state of the world, I know, again, I hate saying this, but this reading is also timeless. So if you're watching this 2 years from now when all this garbage is hopefully over, then you don't have to listen to this part. But yes, forcing yourself to accept an invitation out. So when you can accept invitations out, could very well be when you meet this person. So again, the feeling I'm getting though with the career, for some of you, you might meet through your career, but more than anything, I just feel like that's the step that has to be taken, if that makes any sense, to kind of get you in the right place in your life, the right energy, the right mindset. Getting into a career that you love and that fulfills you will help you feel more, happy and confident and help you be more authentic. So for some of you, it could be that you do meet through your career and maybe, your coworkers ask you to go out and that's when it goes to the next level. Or for others of you, it could just be like a chance meeting out with your friends. But again, you need to kind of get to that next level in your school or your career in order for your timeline to be right. Does that make any freaking sense? Anyway. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say here. Now let's give you a Queen song. So what Queen song do you need to listen to? Let's see what we've got. For group 1. Ooh. Well, that's fun. Okay, well, that's your song. Ooh, you guys got a Kind of Magic. I love that song. I listen to this a lot when I hike. I don't know, just I put it on a loop and I'm just bopping through the mountains. Yes. So yeah, Kind of Magic is excellent. It's just a good little feel-good song. And again, for a lot of you, I do think this will end up being a little bit of a chance meeting. So it could be a little bit of magic in the way that you meet this person. But anyways, group 1, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. All right, it's time for group 2, Freddie Mercury. All right, group 2, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's find out about your next relationship, the connection, the person, and how you might meet. So what have we got going on here? Well, it's funny because I'm already seeing some slight connections to group 1, but I think that's just partially because it's kind of just the energy we're mostly in right now. First card being 9 of Swords. So 9 of Swords is the worry card, the fear card, anxiety, keeping yourself up at night. In most decks, there's somebody crying in bed and they can't sleep because they're just so overwhelmed and anxious and fearful. And so I think for a lot of you guys, I love this though. I think for a lot of you guys, when this person comes into your life, this is funny. Okay, this is interesting. You very well might be in the 9 of Swords right now, which, like I said, who isn't? But I feel like this is mostly talking about when this person is already in your life. So what's interesting is we have the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, and then we've also got the Emperor. So we've got that divine masculine energy, We've got a pairing from the same, suit, the cups, king and queen. So I definitely think that, oh, this is so interesting. I think that this person is going to be wonderful, but there's something holding you back. There's some kind of fear. And it's interesting because, the artwork in this deck, I always found for the Fool card very interesting because the Fool is all about leaps of faith. The Fool is the first major arcana, so it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's a card of excitement, and it's lightness and happiness and following your intuition and kind of having that childlike sense of wonder return. But they chose to go more kind of like literal, like with, oh, a fool, like I'm crying because they're not texting me back, and I'm a fool, I should have known better. And it's funny because that's the vibe I get from your group. So these things, they work out for a reason. I feel like this person's going to come into your life, and I feel like you're going to know. You're going to be like, oh yeah, this is my person. Now, of course, divine masculine. We all have masculine and feminine energies. Doesn't matter what gender you are or what gender you're interested in. I think that this person is more in the masculine energy, and a lot of you guys might be more in the feminine. And I think the two of you are going to really balance each other out. So, I mean, this is like a divine pairing, I feel like. I feel like the vast majority of you guys in this group, this is talking about the person you're going to end up with, the person you're going to choose to be together forever with. Could very well be past life. I don't personally believe in twin flames, but if you do, boom, could be a twin flame connection. Again, not my jam, but if it's yours, that's cool. Yeah, I very much feel like this is a deep spiritual connection because also this is water energy, and water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are typically the more intuitive signs, the more psychic signs, the more, a deep emotional sign. So I think there's going to be a very deep emotional connection between the two of you and a very deep spiritual connection. Again, I think this is a past life connection. This is the person you're going to choose to be with, but I think you're going to kind of get cold feet. That's the feeling I'm getting, is I think right now you're like, oh, do they even exist? Oh, am I ever going to find them? Oh, I want love. Like, let's go. Like, can I find you already? But once they come into your life, I think you're going to have a little bit of a momentary panic. I feel like you're gonna be like, oh my God, like, should I take the leap of faith? Like, am I ready? Like, what am I doing? I don't know. Do I want to not be single anymore? Like, it's so funny. It's funny because I felt like group one was totally my group, but now I'm like, I don't know, this is kind of me too. And then I'm like, no wonder I haven't found someone. Like, I'm messed up. but like the feeling I'm getting is that you really want someone. You want love. Well, that's a little bit of commitment phobia. You might be a little commitment phobic. And you might not even really realize it right now. Because the way commitment phobia kind of works is you want love. You want to find that right person. You want commitment. But then when you're faced with it, you kind of start overthinking. And not that that's a bad thing, because we want to make sure we choose the right person. Because that's the whole thing with the Fool. The Fool is listening to your intuition, which, hello, again, intuitive energy galore right here. A lot of you guys could be water signs. We'll pull some zodiac signs for this person in a little bit. But you might very well be a water sign or have a lot of heavy water placements. But at the very least, I think you guys are highly intuitive. And so listen to your intuition. If you need to take time and panic, that's fine. Take your time to panic. Like, I do it every day. No, but take your time to panic. Take your time to like pause and listen to your intuition. And if it doesn't feel right, it's not the right person. If it feels right, even if you're a little scared, but it feels right, you'll know. So take your time, take a pause, use your intuition. But yeah, I think that's kind of what we've got going on for this person and your connection. I also feel like with that Emperor energy, King of Cups energy, yeah, the two of you are definitely going to connect on a very deep emotional level. You're just going to understand each other. I feel like you're the type of people that feel very misunderstood a lot of the times, and this person's going to understand you on a level where you feel like maybe almost nobody has, or maybe you only have like one best friend or just your mom or your dad or somebody. Like, this is going to be the only other person that like really gets you on that deep level. And they, the Emperor, I feel like I have to say it every time it comes up. It is the daddy card, the zaddy, the daddy, whichever you want to say. So, I mean, I definitely feel like this could be someone who likes to take charge, if you will. But let's look at your oracle cards. All right, so you guys have number 65, Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of mystery here. Again, that watery energy. Oh, and the whale is, okay, all right. The whale is watery energy too, obviously. It's in water. And then we've also got Number 54, skunk spirit, know your worth. Okay, interesting. So first of all, the whale spirit, it makes me think of BTS, obviously, and it makes me think of that, that song, and how whales have this sound that, like, no one can hear, and, like, it's just like about trying to find connection and find your tribe and find your person and be understood. And so again, I'm getting the strong feeling that, like, they're gonna understand you on a level that nobody else, or again, maybe you have like one person if you're lucky, but other than that, like, pretty much nobody else really gets you. They're gonna get you. Yeah, I feel like they could be musical too. If you think of, whales as musical, they sing, so they could be musically talented. Know your worth, skunk spirit. Yeah, know your worth, because that's also where commitment phobia stems from, is we're commitment phobic because we think, that we're not good enough to find the right person, that we're, no, we can't commit to anyone because no one's going to commit to us because no one's going to understand us. So definitely the advice for right now would be to kind of work on your self-love and really, really loving yourself. Really loving yourself and knowing your worth. But yeah, let's see. Also, the skunk makes me think of Flower from Bambi. I feel like with all this water energy, yes, they have that masculine take charge kind of energy, wink, wink, but there's a lot of water energy too, and I really think that they're going to be very sweet. And they might be very misunderstood as well, and that might be part of why the two of you connect. So then we've got new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Interesting. Group 1 got an Aquarius card, and they got so many like air energies. So there's lots of air energies. It might be maybe a lot of people are connecting in the time of air. So in one of those air signs, we're, as I'm filming this, just leaving. Actually, I think today is literally day 1 of Scorpio season, isn't it? So we're just leaving Libra energy. But anyway, a new romantic cycle begins. Yeah, this is going to be fresh. This is going to be new. This person is going to, again, treat you differently than anybody else has. And I think it's going to be a little jarring. I mean, it's going to be a good thing, but still, it's change. It's going to be a little different, a little jarring. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Yeah, like I said, I think for a lot of you guys, this is going to be it for you. Okay, and then you guys got 2 of these cards. Everybody else just got 1, but these 2 popped out together. So we've got patience. Okay, there are things that have yet to unfold in this situation. Trust the wait and have patience. Everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. There's a reason a connection or opportunity may not be happening yet. Trust in the divine timing, which is kind of very similar to trust the great mystery we've got going on here, which I think is something that you guys might have, trouble with. The 9 of Swords is very much like mental energy, overthinking. So a lot of you might be thinking, I've never met anyone that great. Like, they must not exist. Maybe my standards are too high. Maybe there's nobody that's meant for me, So I think a lot of you guys have been kind of overthinking a lot, which, like, again, same. Okay, and then your final oracle card is Be Here Now. To attract more love, abundance, and joy into your life, allow yourself to live more fully in the present moment. Find more time for fun and playfulness. Reconnect and rediscover your passions in life and doing the things you love. For some of you, maybe you're musical. Maybe you have a musical talent, or maybe there's an instrument you've wanted to learn or something for a while and you've just been putting it off. I mean, now is the perfect time. I say as I have a bass guitar chilling in my closet and this whole quarantine. I've been like, I'm going to learn how to play bass. Has it happened yet? No, it hasn't. I need to take my own advice. But anyway, let's get you guys some BTS oracles. Then we'll do zodiacs and handwritten messages as well. So yeah, this might take a little bit of time for this person to come into your life, because there feels like with that great mystery and the divine timing, and again, this being the person that a lot of you will end up with, I think you're gonna have to wait a little while, unfortunately. Which, like, I know it sucks. I've been single for like almost 8 years now, so like I feel ya. But let's see what we've got. Time to move on. Okay, so for some of you, that might be that maybe there's somebody currently in your life that it's not the right person. Maybe you've been thinking it to death and thinking like, oh, but they tick off so many boxes, except for that spark isn't there. That intangible quality that you just can't explain isn't there, or there's just something off. For some of you, it might be that it's time to move on from somebody else, or it might just be time to move on from this chapter of your life, from overthinking, and it's time to be a little bit more in the present moment, which is so funny. I was literally just talking to my friend Jay Gray Photography I was just talking to her today, and she was talking about, I hate people that preach be in the moment. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And here I'm like, be in the moment. Anyway, oh, I love this card. Okay, serendipity. Since the creation of the universe, everything was destined. That's like my favorite line from that song. I love that song. Well, I mean, there's a touch of magic here. So there might be some serendipity surrounding you meeting this person. Definitely some divine timing, some mystery, some magic, some excitement. But also just the line, since the creation of the universe, everything was destined. Yeah, this is the person you're meant to be with, 100%. And I think a lot of you, again, you might be dealing with somebody else currently where you, again, like on paper, they're great, but it's time to move on. It's time to let go. That's not the person. Okay. Stay optimistic. Why do I feel like I am reading the hell out of myself right now? Stay optimistic. Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be a little bit of a wait. Oh, geez, you're getting all the really cute ones. Expect a miracle. Okay. All right, let's get you guys one last one. What the heck was that? What was it? You didn't get any. Oh, no, you got one song lyric. Success awaits you. Yes, please. Stay optimistic. Expect a miracle because success awaits you. No big deal. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, 100%. That's what it feels like. You're still maybe holding on to somebody who's not it. And again, it could be very well because they're close. Like they're almost what you want, but they're not quite fully there. So it's time to move on. Oh, wait. Zodiac signs. Then we'll do that. Sorry. All right, let's get you guys some zodiac charms. See what we've got going on for group 2. We've got Virgo. If anything was like the exact opposite of a water sign, I feel like it would be Virgo. So that's funny. Leo. Okay, you guys got 4. Pisces and Aries. So we've got 2 fire signs, earth sign, and a water sign. So Virgo, Leo, Aries, Pisces. And on the back, if you're curious, practical, generous, courageous, and intuitive. So a lot of you guys could be Pisces, or this person could be a Pisces, because I do feel a lot of strong water energy. Or if this isn't their sun sign, they could just have some really strong water placements. Definitely feel like this person could be Leo or Aries as well, because Aries is literally the Emperor card, is Aries energy. So yeah, the Virgo I don't get as much, but maybe some of you guys are Virgos. Anyways, okay. So now let's get your handwritten messages and see what else we can get. So first we'll go with hair color. All right, group 2, hair color. Okay. All right, so for some of you, we've got a light platinum blonde. Could be that they dye it. Most people don't naturally have platinum blonde hair. I did until the age of like 10, and now I have dirty blonde hair. Let's get one more, because that's just not super common. Let's see if we got anything else. But yeah, for some of you, it could be that they dye it that color, because again, not many people naturally have that color. Okay, then we've got the unnatural, multicolored, dyed hair. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you've got someone who likes to change up their look, someone who likes to dye their hair. Let's see, eye color. All right, eye color. Okay. Okay, so we've got blue eyes. So again, have fun with these. Like, this isn't going to resonate obviously with everyone who's going to click on this video. I know. I always get the comments of like, blue hair. Well, they could. Like blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, we don't have those people where I live. Yeah, I know. It's a general reading. I'm sorry. Okay, how will you meet? So let's find out how you might meet this person, and then we'll get you a Queen song to listen to. Okay. Because you finally put yourself out there. Well, this card has become fun because in the day that we are living in the year of our Lord 2020, as I like to call it, we can't really put ourselves out there in a lot of ways. Physically, yeah, you can put yourself out there on the internet, on a dating site, and for some of you, that might be what it is. Could be that you meet online, you meet through a dating site. Or it could be that you post to social media for some reason, for your work or for your art or for, maybe you like anything. Like you could be a cook, a chef, and you decide, I want to start putting cooking videos on YouTube or something. So it could very well be for some of you that you put yourself out there on the internet and that's how you connect to the right person. For others of you, if it's more of a like physically putting yourself out there, we do have those messages of patience and trust in the mystery and be here now. It's not time yet. So for some of you, this could be saying that once this whole nightmare is over and we can actually physically put ourselves out there again, that might be how you meet your person. So it feels kind of 50-50, kind of half and half. Half of you guys, it'll be like creatively and on the internet or a dating site. And the other half, it'll be once this mess is over and you can actually physically go out and put yourself out there. So let's get you guys a Queen song to listen to, and that's going to do it for you. All right, Queen song for group 2. Okay. I Want to Break Free. I love that song. No, I feel like this one makes sense because I feel like you guys want to put yourself out there. I feel like you want to break free. This song is literally about breaking free from a relationship. So again, a lot of you, I think, are contemplating breaking free from someone that you've been talking to or dating or you're in a relationship with. And again, the Fool is all about intuition. If your intuition is telling you this ain't it, this isn't the right person, then listen to that. Listen to your intuition. A lot of you might be breaking free from somebody in order to kind of be ready and, kind of jump into the unknown. That whale spirit is giving me that kind of almost like moon card energy, which is Pisces energy of like jumping into the unknown, trusting in the great mystery of life. Go listen to I Want to Break Free. Solid song. Anyways, that's going to do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you on my next one.
All right, time for our final group, Group 3, John Deacon. Okay, all right, Group 3, let's go ahead and find out about your next relationship, the connection, the person, how you might meet. Let's do it. All right, so immediately, it's interesting because these first 3 cards, the Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Strength, are all to me very like slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. The World could even maybe be thrown into that category as well. And then your final card is literally the same card that Group 2 had in the same spot, is the Fool, which is all about like leaps of faith and following your intuition and like, going for it. And so it's very interesting that we have like slow and steady wins the race and then boom, jump right in. So we'll see if we can get some more info as we go along as to what that could possibly mean. But again, we do have a lot of that energy. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm getting like 17 things in my head at once. And I'm like, which one do I say first? First and foremost, it could be that you or this person that you will be dealing with in your next relationship, one or both of you could be fixed signs or have a lot of fixed energy, which would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. I swear I have read myself in each of these groups. Like I'm already about to like read myself in this group as well. I'm Scorpio sun and rising, Leo moon, so I am like fixed, central. I hate change. I hate it. Like I want change. I crave it, but oh God, I hate it. So that could be something that's kind of going on for some of you guys. And I feel like I'm getting this message of like, be gentle with yourselves. Again, for some of you, this could be talking more about the other person, but I think for the vast majority of you, I think this is you. And as I literally just said that, I looked at my phone and it was 222. So I think most of this is about you guys, not the other person. But yeah, a lot of you guys might have a lot of fixed energy in your chart, or even if you don't, you just might be somebody who really hates change, like I do. I hate change so much. I hold grudges against random things for literally like my whole life. Like when I was a kid, like 7, 8 years old, my favorite actor left General Hospital and they recast the role, like they do. And I refused to accept anyone else in that role. Jonathan Jackson is the only Lucky Spencer. Everyone else can take a freaking hike. But anytime those actors were on another soap, I was like, oh, he's great. I love him.
I'm weird. But you know what? So are you. So join the club. We're the cool ones. We are the weirdos, mister. But yeah, so you probably don't like change. That's the feeling I'm getting. And I'm kind of getting this message of like, don't be so hard on yourself, you know? Some people really hate change. Most people don't like it, but some of us really have an aversion to it. So I get this kind of message of like, don't try to force it. I get this feeling that, okay, for a lot of you guys, it might very well be that a lot of your friends are settling down. Maybe a lot of the people in your life are, you know, getting into long-term relationships, moving in together, getting married, etc. And you might feel like you're a little bit behind the times. And, you know, you might be thinking like, oh God, can I just find someone already? Find me somebody to love? Okay. But yeah. That might very well be the way that a lot of you guys have been thinking, like, oh my God, everyone else gets to settle down. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You're closing out a chapter. You've literally got the World and the Fool right next to each other. So the major arcana tell the story of a chapter of our lives. The World is the final card. The Fool is the first card. So when we complete the World energy, we go back to the beginning with the Fool. So the World is all about kind of like learning the lesson, growing. Growth takes time. That's it. We cracked the code. I think a lot of you guys are going through a very deep period of growth. Surprised we didn't get death energy, which is Scorpio, so it's kind of there in a sense. But that's what it feels like. I think a lot of you guys have been going through and that's the year of our Lord, 2020. That's the theme, growth. So I think a lot of you guys have been really working on yourselves, really kind of going within to figure out, okay, like, why haven't I met the right person? Like, what do I need to heal or grow from or learn from, move on from? And I think that's what you've been working on. Strength. Strength is all about perseverance. It's slow moving, it's patience, persevering in the face of adversity. I definitely think a lot of you guys have had to be very brave. I'm really drawn to the lion, more so than I normally am. I'm just drawn to the lion, and the lion represents bravery. Think of like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, he wanted to find courage. And I think a lot of you guys have found that inner strength and that courage. And I think you've been working on yourselves, for some of you, probably this whole year. And you're kind of getting to the point where you're starting to think like, oh, geez, like, is this ever going to end? Because the world energy can definitely be a process. It can take a long time. It can be grueling at times. It can be beautiful at times. And for me, a lot of the time when I go through this energy, it definitely has that like back and forth kind of quality where I'll feel amazing and like, yes, like the full energy is coming and I feel it and I'm ready. And then I like slip back. And it's not so much slipping back. It's just that things get triggered because you haven't fully dealt with them. So it feels like you're slipping backwards and you're like, oh my God, everything is miserable. I'm going to die alone. This is literally what happened to me yesterday and like what triggered me into making this reading, like literally, because I was feeling so great. I was like, yeah, he exists. I'm sure he's somewhere. He's coming. He's going to find me. Yes. And then literally yesterday I was like, I'm going to die alone. Like he doesn't exist. You're stupid. Just keep on being single for another 7 years, Brooke, because it ain't happening. So that could very well be what you guys are going through, that kind of like really irritating back and forth where some days you feel light and amazing and then other days you're like, I'm gonna die alone and nobody loves me. And yeah, you're going through major, major growth. But the good news is you're getting to the end because we've got new beginnings galore. Hello, Ace of Pentacles, a new solid beginning. So I think this person, they could be Earth, you could be Earth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I think the relationship is going to grow over time. Now, I do think there's going to be a leap of faith involved, which I'll get to in a second. But overall, I do think that the relationship, it might very well start out as a friendship for a lot of you guys. And that might be where that leap of faith comes in. It might be because you're friends for a while and then you got to take that leap of faith into relationship territory. Ooh, yeah. I just felt like, I don't know how to explain how I felt, like giddy, that's the word. I felt a little giddy there. So I think for a lot of you guys, this could start out, with pentacle energy too. It could be somebody that you coworker, someone that you work with, go to school with, work on a project with. But more than anything, it just has that kind of slow and steady wins the race, like building that solid foundation. Yeah. 100%. That's what I feel like. And I think the leap of faith is going to be taking that leap into the next step, the next level of being in a relationship and being emotionally open and expressing your feelings to each other. Yeah. Okay, let's get your oracles. Let's see what else we've got going on. Okay, so you guys literally have turtle spirit. Number 62, slow and steady wins the flippin' race. So, yeah. I think one or both of you, I'm leaning more towards either both of you or more so the other person are guarded. I'm getting a bit of a like kind of guarded feel. So I think that's part of why there's this slow and steady wins the race. I feel like they've been hurt in some way where they're not going to be willing to open up about it right away. And it could be like romantic relationship, but it might not even be a romantic relationship. It might be something else where they just feel like they're damaged goods and they're not ready. There's something there. Definitely slow and steady wins the race. Then we've also got 7, Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Okay, first of all, the feeling I'm getting is I think this is someone very focused on work. And again, for some of you, there could be a work-love connection for a small portion of you, but also I just think that this person is very focused on work, very hardworking. They love what they do. They pour their heart and soul into their work. And it could be, again, because maybe, they went through something, they haven't fully healed and let go of it yet. And so maybe that's part of why they're a little bit of a workaholic. And I mean, this could also be a little bit of your energy too. You could be like this as well. Yeah, definitely got that kind of very, I wouldn't be surprised if they're an earth sign. We will pull zodiac charms, but they could definitely have a lot of important earth placements. Okay. New moon eclipse, expect powerful change. Well, yeah. The world into the Fool, that's powerful change. We're growing, we're learning, we're healing, we're moving on from a chapter and starting an exciting new chapter. There's that powerful change. And there's also the powerful change of, like I said, I do think this will be either a friendship, a coworker, both, something along those lines where the two of you really take your time to get to know each other. And then there's going to be that kind of moment of like, oh my God, I like so-and-so, I feel like it's going to be like a light bulb moment, kind of like all of a sudden you're going to be like in that Fool energy. And a lot of you might be actually making the first move, potentially. Maybe not everybody, but I feel like for some of you, because the Fool energy is all about like being empowered and having that childlike sense of wonder and really trusting in your intuition and knowing that, hey, this is it. Like, I like them. I'm sure they like me. Let me go ask them out or let me tell them how I feel or something. So a lot of you could be the ones making that first move. So we've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I think the two of you are manifesting each other. This always makes me think of the Magician card in the tarot. So I think the two of you are currently manifesting each other. Oh, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think the two of you are connecting. Honestly, for most of you guys in group 3, I don't feel like this is that far off into the future. The other two groups, especially group 2, felt like there was a, decent amount of waiting, but for you guys, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's that far off. Anyway, we've also got intimacy. Ask yourself if it's possible to build more depth into this relationship. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for this relationship to endure. This connection needs to be beyond the physical aspect and more than just an intense physical attraction. So that's what's interesting here with this slow and steady wins the race. A lot of you guys might be the type to rush into the physical. A lot of you might have some heavy Scorpio placement. Hey. But yeah, you might be the type to kind of rush into relationships, or not so much rush into relationships, rush into like the physical aspect. And not to say that relationships can't like come from that. Like they absolutely can. But a lot of times, were you the commitment phobic group or was that group 2? I'm blanking. They're kind of melting together at this point. But, you guys might be a little bit commitment phobic. I know for me, like, that's how my commitment phobia in the past has manifested into, like, let me rush this. Because it's basically, like, rushing into things typically ruin them. You know what I mean? Because if you don't really get to know the person, So, again, sometimes it does work out, though. Sometimes you just know right away. But most of the time, it is best to, especially for you guys, the advice seems to be slow and steady wins the race. Take your time, get to know this person. Don't rush into the physical. and make sure that there's a balance of all those types of intimacy. So again, I feel like you guys are the ones that typically do rush, and this is saying like, this is the one time, like, don't rush into this one. Like, take time to get to know each other. There's something there. But anyway, let's get you guys some BTS oracles, and then we'll get zodiac charms and your handwritten messages. So what does group 3 need to know? Okay. Oh, group 1 also got this one. So from Microcosmos, perhaps the reason this night looks so beautiful is not because of these stars or lights, but us. Yeah, this group has such a romantic feel to it. The feeling I get is that this person's gonna like you from the start. I think the two of you are going to be interested in each other from the start. But again, they, more so than you, again, could be both of you, but they definitely give me a guarded vibe. So what I feel like is going to happen for most of you is, I think intuitively you're going to know, like, oh, this is the person for me. But they're going to be so guarded that you're going to be second guessing yourself constantly. And that's part of why I think we've got this slow and steady wins the race, because this is the type of person where you really have to allow them to come to you, to open up to you. It's going to take time, but it's going to be so flippin' worth it, is what it's feeling like. So I just get such a romantic energy. But again, it's not going to be like necessarily romantic, quote unquote, like right away. But once the two of you are open with each other and it does move to a more romantic relationship, I just feel like it's going to be very romantic. So I love that. And I love that line. Always makes me feel all like warm and fuzzy. Okay. So we've got contemplate. Interesting. So contemplate just makes me think, again, the message of like, take your time, get to know this person, ask them questions, figure out, can we balance all those different types of intimacy? So contemplate, don't rush in. Exactly. Slow and steady. Contemplate, take your time, get to know them. Oh, same song. Okay, maybe you guys should listen to this song, which is funny. I told group 1, I get stuck on like a single like BTS song for like a week or two, and that's like all I can listen to. And this is the one that I've been listening to recently. So anyway, we're shining brightly in our own rooms, in our own stars. Okay. All right. Okay. Like I said, for a lot of you guys, I think this is going to happen sooner rather than later. This line makes me think we're in our own rooms, in our own stars. This could be like a quarantine romance. Like this could be you guys meet online, or maybe you don't meet online, but it's mostly online just because, again, quarantine, hello, state of the world. We can't all be like intermingling everywhere right now. And so it could be, and that's also possibly part of the slow and steady wins the race, is you meet each other while you can't really be together in person. You can't rush the physical. Oh, the universe is conspiring against you, but really it's for you, but you feel like it's against you. Wow. I just feel like I'm reading myself here. Let me know in the comments if I'm also reading you, because I'm sorry, but not sorry. Yeah. Yes. Okay, a lot of you guys, I think, are the type that typically rush the physical, and the universe is like, slow down. We're not gonna even give you the chance to rush this one, because this one needs to be a slow burn. And like, oh, it's gonna be so worth it when you do get to that point. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, love this. Okay, let's get a couple more. Self-care, self-love. Okay, very, very good. Yeah, treat yourself. Take care of yourself. Right now is for you. Because even once this person is in your life, which again, for a lot of you, I think this is very, very not far into the future. It feels very close. Again, you're not going to be able to be with this person, I don't think, right away in person. So right now is the time to focus on you. Like I said, you're finishing a period of growth. So take care of yourself. Mind, body, soul. All of the above. Take a bubble bath, eat some cauliflower, and talk nicely to yourself. All right, let's get you one more. Magic shop. Okay, are you kidding me? Let's make a door in your heart. Open the door and this place will wait, which makes me think about this one right here too. The like, we're in our own rooms, we're in our own stars, like we're gonna connect through our hearts. Like, oh yeah, I definitely think this is like a nice little quarantine romance, and then you get to finally meet when it's all over, and it's just like the sparks fly, and like, oh, that's what it's, ooh, Ooh, I like your group. Oh, I keep doing this. Zodiac charms first, then we'll do handwritten messages. Anyway, okay, let's pull 3 of these bad boys for you guys. All right, first one is Aries. Okay, group 2 also got Aries. Sagittarius. All right, some fiery. I'm telling you, when you do meet in person, oh my God, the passion is going to be off the charts, but you're going to be so glad that you set that solid foundation first. Oh, this is going to be long lasting, if not lifelong for you guys, for sure. All right, last one. Leo, are you kidding me? You just got straight fire energy. Okay, well, Leo could be very important because, again, it is a fixed sign. So they could be Leo or have important Leo placements. Same with you. Could be maybe you finally meet in person in Leo season. Hey, that's July, August. And on the back, we've got courageous, optimist, and generous. Okay, so lots of fire, lots of passion, lots of excitement. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get hair color for you guys. We'll maybe pull a couple. I only pulled 1 for group 1, but then I pulled 2 for group 2 because I was like, not everyone's going to end up with someone with platinum blonde hair, you know? But these, you know, this is, especially this part, did 1 flip over? Yeah. Especially with this part, just have fun with it. Like, obviously, this is a general reading, but we'll pull a couple. All right, group 3. Okay. All right, so for hair color, we've got light brown, which was the one that flipped over, so it was meant to come out. We've also got dark brown, brunette, so we've got all shades of brunette, essentially. The light to the dark. And then we've got eye color. I'll pull 2 of these, too. Why not? Whoop. Maybe not. I'm just shuffling for the next 12 minutes. Okay. Fell on the ground, but there we go. Ooh, I have gray eyes. Hey. Gray or green. Okay, so light-ish, lighter colored eyes for most of you guys. I rhymed. There it is. All right, how will you meet? And then we'll get you a Queen song. All right, how will you meet this person? Maybe we'll pull 2 of these too. Because was this the group where I noticed 222? I'm losing my mind, so, you know, 2020, what can I say? I think this was the group where I pointed out 222. So we're going to do 2. 222. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, all right. Get it together. I need less caffeine. That one. Okay, so for how will you meet? We've got, ooh, a little magic, a kind of magic queen, if you will, chance meeting, and through your career. Interesting, because I was getting, for some of you, this could be someone you work with, or if it's schooling, you know, could be working on a project together. So for some of you, very well could be career related. Could be that you're working on something together, and that's what bonds you together and makes you closer because you're having to talk to each other. For sure. And then we've got a chance meeting. So for some of you, it could just be this one. For some of you, it could just be that one. For others, it could be a combination. So a chance meeting is basically just something you can't orchestrate. It's definitely something, you know, divinely guided, divine timing. There's magic, serendipity. It's beautiful. Magic. You know, calling in your soulmate. So it could very well be something that you're just, well, it's going to be something that you're not expecting, for sure. I think for most of you, it's going to be a combo of the two. So it could be that you decide to reach out to somebody, or they decide to reach out to you to work on something together. They could see, you know, they could see you around school, or they could see you, you know, if you have any sort of like online presence or something, they could see you and go, oh man, I'd like to work with them, or they've got something interesting going on. For others of you, it could be that you work like maybe in the same company or something, and maybe your boss is like, oh, okay, so-and-so, pair up with so-and-so, we got a project for you, you know, something like that. So it's not going to be something that you force to happen, though. I think it will most likely either be them reaching out to you, or again, if there's like a boss or something, like pairing the two of you together, or a teacher pairing you in a group together, or something like that. So very interesting. Final card for you guys. Let's get you a Queen song to listen to. What Queen song? Jeez, do you need to listen to? Okay. Maybe we'll pull 2. I don't know. Let's see what this is. Somebody to Love. Oh my God, yes. I mean, that's what, you know, I kind of themed this to, what kind of inspired me. I used to always listen to this song, oh my God, when I was a melodramatic, like 17-year-old, you know? And this song always made me think of like, I would go through those phases where I just wasn't even interested in anyone. I just wanted to have a crush. Like, I didn't need to meet the one. I was like 17 especially. I remember doing this a lot, just driving around, listening to this song and being so melodramatic. But yeah, like this song always makes me think of those times when I just was so like emotionally bored, because it's like, God, I just want someone to flirt with. I want someone to connect with. I want someone to have a crush on. And I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are craving, and that's how it's gonna start. It has like this innocence to it. The Fool energy is like innocence in a way. And I think this is, this is just very romantic and sweet to me. I love your group. I do want to play you one extra song just for funsies, but that's definitely your song, 100%. Listen to Somebody to Love. Let's get one more. Okay. Yes, I already saw The Millionaire Waltz, my favorite song, which, even better, that's John Deacon's group, because the reason I love this song so much is it has the literal most kick-ass bass line of any song I've ever heard in the history of my life. And John Deacon's the bass player of Queen. So, oh my God, yes. It's a very, unless you're like a Queen fan, most people don't know this song. So please go listen to that. So perfect song to end the reading on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in my next.
All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you a little bit of hope, a little boost, a little optimism. Maybe go watch Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know. It's a great movie. Listen to some Queen. Get cozy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're new, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye, guys.